Listen, I knew nothing about this. I always kept my cool. Like I wasn't talking about it. Got to one point that I noticed something was happening. They become best friends. I become the third wheel. I don't really care what's in. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So there's a quick one before you watch the video. There's a quick update. Okay, so my friend Apple called me after watching the first video to talk about the whole issue after all this while. And I understand her. I'm not holding grudges against her, and I didn't make this video to shame her or anything. I just made this video as a story time, and so it wasn't because I was holding anything against her. So we've talked about it, and I think we've laid everything to rest. Apple has called me, we've talked about it, so that's just about it. Okay, she explained everything, she apologized and all that. So just thought I should let you guys know before you watch the final part of this video. And please subscribe if you haven't. I'm sorry if my voice sounds crusty. It's almost 1 a.m. now, and I decided to just make this video and then chip it in before you watch the part 2 of the video. So please subscribe if you haven't and join the family. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything you guys have been doing, the shares, the likes. I'm so really grateful. Thank you, and I'll see you guys. One day I was going back to the dormitory with Apple, my friend, and then we were talking. So I decided to confront her, and I asked her what's going on. She said, why? What's going on? Nothing has happened. So why am I asking what's going on? And I said, I feel something is happening and you are not telling me. Like something is going on and you refuse to tell me. She's like, no, nothing is going on. Everything is okay. Whatever is happening is not in relation to you. I was like, are you sure? Because I feel this thing is related to me. This thing you've been talking about the whole time is related to me. And she denied it. She denied it point blank. She said, no, it's not. She denied it to me. She denied it. She said it's not related to me. She said it's not related to me. So I was like, what's this whole thing going on that's making me confused? I was getting confused at this point because the other ladies in the dormitory had started joining in the insinuations, and it was all pointed at me. People were saying stuff and all that. So that's why I confronted her, and she still denied it being about me. And I was like, this whole thing is getting serious. People were talking about it on campus. People would see me and start acting some way. And I was getting alarmed. Seriously, I was getting alarmed. So one time, as the women's commission, I had my separate washroom that I used. So I was in the washroom, and then I overheard some people talking in another washroom. They were at the ironing bay. They were ironing and talking about me. So the washroom was closer to the ironing bay. I overheard some people talking about me. Who has done this? They said who has destroyed her friend's relationship. Seriously, what's going on? Like, what is going on? They said who has destroyed her friend's relationship, and the other person asked, why? What did she do? And she's like, I was in the washroom. They didn't know I was in there. And the lady started explaining. They said she called the ladies to her friends, 2 boyfriends, and told them about each other and all those things. I was like, guys, this issue I'm talking about. I was so confused at this point. It got to me. I started crying. I'm a cry baby. I started crying. I was like, come on. I know nothing about this issue. Listen, The only time I talked to any of her boyfriends was when she was talking to the one outside the country one time. It was in the evening, and we were back from, no, I think we had gone to study, and then we were back. So we were all lying on our beds, and then I went out to pee. So when I was coming back, she was talking to the guy, and I was like, hey, I have no one to call me. You people are enjoying. And then I think the guy asked her who was that, and she told the guy, oh, it's my friend. And so he wanted to talk to me, and she handed her phone over to me. Listen, the screen was off. I wasn't seeing this person. It wasn't a video call. The screen was off, so I was definitely not seeing the number. The screen was off, and then she handed the phone over to me. I didn't take the phone away from where she was. I sat beside her and then talked to the guy for like, it was not up to a minute, right? And then I handed the phone back to her. So where was this whole thing coming from? When was the time I talked to any of her boyfriends that this whole issue is coming up? So I was so sad. By the time I came out from my washroom, the ladies were gone. They had left. So I came to the dormitory and tried to ask my friend about it. So I asked my friend, this is what I've heard. This is what people are saying. What is going on? What have I done to you? When did I do it? What shows I did it? She was on her bed, and then there was another lady beside her. She was also on her bed. So there were people in the room literally. I asked her what was going on, and she was like, why, nothing is going on, what is it? So I said, I'm just coming from the washroom, and this is what I overheard some people saying. Why are they saying this thing about me? What have I done? And she's like, forget it, just forget it, it's not you, you are not the one who did it. It's not really, like, she denied the whole thing. I was like, no, something is going on, people are talking about it. My name is mentioned when they are talking about this thing. So what is going on? I want you to talk to me about it. I took a seat. I sat beside her to tell me what is actually going on. She said nothing is going on. So if nothing is going on, why is my name included in this whole thing? You're not talking to me about it. You're always casting insinuations, and people see me and they act like I've done something, and you're telling me nothing is going on. Like, what are you talking about? And then the other lady on the bed, let's call her Orange. So Orange came in and she said, oh, Ukom, forget it, it's not related to you. You should have confronted those who were talking about. I said they were gone by the time I came out, so how would I know who those were? They were gone, and I can't identify their voices too. They kept saying it's not about me, I should just let it go and all those things. I said, okay, fine, I should let it go, fine. I don't want to hear anyone talking about this issue again. If it's not related to me, fine, but I don't want to hear about it again. So I left. I went back to my bed and I slept. I was so sad that night. Like, I was really sad that I was being framed for something I didn't do. But after that night, I started suspecting somebody because she was showing signs. I started suspecting Orange, okay, the lady who also said the thing is not about me. I started suspecting her because I knew that lady was capable of every bad thing. I knew her right from level 100. I knew what she could do, so I started suspecting her. Listen, I knew nothing about this issue. So that night, I slept, and no, before I heard people talking about me doing that thing, I once slept and dreamt that someone spoiled something that belonged to Apple in the dream, and then I was blamed for that thing that happened. So the next morning I told Apple, this is what I've dreamt about, and I know there's something going on, you just have to talk to me about it. This is what I've dreamt about. She said, oh, it's nothing, just forget it, just forget it. We were on our way to the dormitory when I told her about the dream. As soon as we got to the dormitory, she started talking about it. She started talking about this whole thing that's been happening. She was like, God has vindicated me. The person is now suffering from it. The person is now suffering from what they did and all that. I was like, the heck? Like, so I started praying to God that whatever this issue is that I'm being framed for it, the truth should come out. God listens to prayers, you know. I started praying to God about it. Started praying, and God works in mysterious ways. Apparently, until today, no one confronted me about this issue. But then, before the semester ended, they found out the truth. Okay, they found out it was Orange who did that thing. What happened was, she stole my ID card, bought a new SIM card, and registered it with my ID card. So whenever, this Truecaller thing, whenever someone calls, their name pops up on your phone. So she stole my ID and then registered a SIM with it. After registering the SIM and calling all those that she wanted to call to snitch, she was just being a snitch. After doing all that, she threw the SIM away, so she couldn't be reached again. And the name that was popping up on Truecaller was Priscilla, so everyone thought it was me. Like, I was the only Priscilla that would do that. She identified herself to the boyfriends that she was Priscilla instead of her actual name, Orange. So she identified herself as Priscilla when she called them, and so they also think it was Priscilla that did it, right? And everyone believed it was Priscilla. So I was framed for what she did. But then, before the semester ended, I learned she talked to someone about it. She talked to someone about what she did, and then they found out the truth. So the truth came out eventually. The truth came out that she was like the one who did it, and this whole thing ended. But guys, this is what made me start having friendship issues, because I was so scared of making friends after that. I've been scared of making friends because I never knew what the person would do to me. I was afraid because, first of all, I just ruined my makeup. I just ruined it. Look at that. I just ruined my makeup. I just ruined it. Oh, why did I spray so much? What bothered me was, first of all, Apple was a very close friend of mine. And if there's been such an issue, I only expected her to confront me about it so that she get to know the truth. That was all I wanted, that she would confront me and try to know the truth. But she believed whatever she was told, that I was the one who did it and all those things. I was so pissed. Like, I was so pissed. Why would you not confront me if you've heard something like that? You called yourself my friend. Like, I always thought you were a friend, and I liked you because she's so intelligent, guys. So I didn't expect her to act like that with all that intelligence. I didn't expect her to act like that at all, and that's exactly what she did. And this other person that she told this whole thing to, Banana, disappointed me the most. Let me tell you guys, she disappointed me the most because we were in the same denomination. And what even made me get so mad at Banana was that she told my very good friend, a guy that I was very close to, she told the guy I was being a snitch, I've done this, I've done that, and then the guy asked me, I was like, the heck, I've not done anything like that. I was everyone believed I did it. Like, I was so frustrated at the time. I was so pissed. So Banana, being such a good friend from the denomination, we were literally working together. So why would you do something like that? Your Christian sister was being framed. You heard something about your Christian sister and you couldn't talk to me about it. Like, what would you do in this situation? Being blamed, being framed, and all that. Okay, guys, I did my eyebrows. They are not looking so good, but let's take them like that. So that's what happened to me. Everyone was blaming me for something I had no idea about, something I knew. I never thought of even doing that. As much as I disagree, this whole thing seemed true to my friend because I never agreed with what she was doing. I always told her I am not in agreement with what she was doing, because like, you have a boyfriend, like you're double dating. I was not in agreement with that, so that was why she felt it's true. I did it because she knew I was not in agreement with that particular thing she was doing, so it all seemed like it was a true story. But was a lot, like I knew nothing about it. It was so frustrating at the time. I was so frustrated. I didn't know what to do at all. I'm scared of making friends now, because I'm scared. Like, it's friendship scares me these days. Friendship scares me. Okay guys, so this is the end of the story. I'm done with my makeup and everything. I'm going to take a few pictures for Instagram. This is what happened to me, guys. This is the end of the story, and thank you so much for watching up to this point. I'm really sorry for being all over the place with the story. I'm a really bad storyteller, I know, but I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys will enjoy this, but I'm going to upload this video anyways, because this makeup that I've done, I'll not waste it. I will not waste this makeup I've done. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, please stay safe and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. What would you have done if you were in my shoes? Like, what would you have done? Would you have confronted them all about it? Would you like stop being friends with them and all those things? What would you have done if you were in my shoes as the friend who was framed? Right, what would you have done? Let's get interactive in the comment section and share this video with everyone you know, people you think have experienced such situations that I did some time ago. And if you have friendship issues, tell me why you have friendship issues and what are your thoughts on friendship in general. What are your thoughts on friendship and how do you relate with your friends? What would you have done if you were in my shoes? Let's get interactive in the comment section, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you so much for all the love. I appreciate it a lot. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.